Chapter 17, Part 1. There was no ground, no sky, no light. Alara was falling.
Kaylin's hand was still wrapped around hers.
"Do not let go," he yelled.
He's so protective.
Adrian was holding her other hand. "Neither will I," he added dramatically.
The black eye was still there, but it was getting farther away.
Something enormous passed beneath us.
You are Alara, unified queen, the true beginning. The darkness around them began glowing. Tiny points of light appeared, millions of stars. Then she realized they were not stars, they were memories. Every world, every possibility. She reached toward one of the lights. Every choice creates another world. So there is not one fate, there are infinite fates.
Kaelin smiled. You really have changed.
The darkness suddenly trembled. One of the lights went out, then thousands. A massive crack spread. A hand larger than worlds reached through the darkness. Kaelin pulled her closer. His face was pale, but he was smiling bravely at her. Whatever happens, do not try to save me this time. Let me choose.
No more forcing fate. I understand now.
Alara raised her hand. Golden, silver, and violet light appeared around her. Kaelin and Adrian stepped beside her. The three powers connected. The enormous hand opened. Inside its palm was a small golden light. Your first memory. The golden light moved toward her. It entered her chest. She saw a small girl barefoot standing beside a river. Just a child.
And beside her stood another child, a boy with silver eyes. Kaelin.
Alara opened her eyes. Tears were streaming down her face. I remember where everything began.
The enormous hand disappeared. The endless worlds exploded into light.
The Queen of the Void watched them fall, and she smiled finally. Chapter 17, Part 2. Alara fell through the sky. Below her, the kingdom grew larger.
Golden magic appeared. A shield of silver light formed beneath their feet.
They landed in the middle of the castle courtyard. The ground cracked. Dust filled the air. The castle doors opened. Seraphine walked out. She smiled. You came back! Alara rushed toward her. They embraced. Seraphine held her tightly. Home at last!
Mom!
Do you remember the river? The first memory?
Yes.
Kaelin closed his eyes. Then he opened them, I remember. You were terrible at introductions as a child.
Yeah, I know. It's kinda embarrassing.
I did. I erased the memories. The first king believed that if Alara remembered, she would become the creator again. Memory can be erased, but the heart remembers. Mother?
Tell me, why am I always involved in these cycles?
Seraphine looked at him. You were different. You were never created by Alara.
A cold wind passed through the courtyard. The castle bells rang, once, twice.
They entered the castle. The corridors were dark. Old paintings covered the walls. Alara stopped in front of one. It showed a young queen beside a boy and Adrian.
Adrian stared at it. The date was before the First Kingdom. I was not there.
You are the first guardian! Seraphine's eyes filled with fear. The one who stood beside the Creator. She whispered, "You betrayed her." The lights in the corridor suddenly went out. A voice whispered from the darkness. "Help! Please, someone help me! I don't know where I am!" The Queen pointed at Adrian. "Do not let him remember everything. Because if he remembers, he will eliminate you."
Chapter 18, Part 1. The corridor fell completely silent. Adrian stood motionless.
Adrian's expression hardened, Ed. "I want to remember. Explain." You believed that defeating her was the only way to save the world. Alara looked directly at Adrian. "Do you remember anything? Try."
A golden light appeared around his body and N. Adrian suddenly fell to one knee.
Adrian's eyes opened. They were no longer dark. They were gold. A memory flooded through him. A vast white palace. Alara sat on a golden throne. Adrian knelt before them. "I will serve you until the end of time." "I do not want a servant. I want a friend."
She will destroy every world. You do not understand her power. You must act now.
I understand your hesitation, Adrian, but sometimes a king must make difficult choices for the greater good. Your mother would have wanted this.
I will not fail again. This ends now. I do not deserve your forgiveness.
Alara walked toward him. "You were manipulated. You believed you were saving everyone." "No, it isn't true. It couldn't have been them. After all this time, the truth has finally come to light." The Queen's silver eyes filled with fear. "You asked him to strike you down." "Adrian, please! If I lose control, promise me!"
I promise, Alara. I won't let you fall.
If I become a danger to this world... He was crying. I promise.
The memory disappeared. Adrian fell to his knees. "I should have saved you."
"I told you. I already forgave you." He made a promise too, didn't you, Kaylin? Kaylin promised to stop you if Adrian failed.
I remember everything.
He remembered Alara looking exhausted, her hands covered in dark marks. "She took his hand. You are the only one who can. If Adrian fails, you must." Kaylin shook his head. "I cannot." He refused to look at her.
The memory shattered.
Kaelin returned to the present.
Elara was watching him. The Queen of the Void said neither of them could do it. They refused. So the first king created the cycles, and he forced you to meet again and again. This time, there are no rules and no tragic promises.
The palace shook. A deep sound came from beneath the floor. Boom! Boom!
The Guardian of the First Throne has awakened. He's here.
The floor cracked. Golden light poured through. A giant symbol appeared beneath them.
A giant sword rested across his shoulder. He looked at Elara. You failed.
I command you, destroy the Creator.
The Guardian removed his mask. His face was familiar. He looked like her.
The Guardian suddenly disappeared. A flash of golden light crossed the room.
Kaelin's sword shattered. Adrian's shield broke. Both men were thrown across the hall.
Elara did not move. The blade stopped inches from her heart. Obviously. Elara looked into his eyes. You do not have to obey an order given 1,000 years ago. The Guardian's hand trembled. The sword began to crack. The sword shattered. Golden fragments fell around them.
The Guardian dropped to his knees. His expression became human. What am I supposed to choose?
You can start with anything you want, no pressure. What do you think looks good?
The massive golden armor slowly faded away, turning him into an ordinary young man.
I am Lorien. Lorien Elara nodded. The name echoed through the palace.
The golden symbol beneath them disappeared, and the final Guardian was no longer a weapon.
Lorien's expression became terrified. He is coming, the one who created the first king.
The doors began opening slowly, and a shadow appeared beyond them. The shadow stepped into the hall, and the first king smiled. His eyes turned completely black.
I told you I was never the beginning.
Chapter 19, Part 1. The doors of the palace opened completely.
The first king stood on the other side. His silver eyes had become completely dark.
Kaelin stepped forward. Then what are you, an echo? The first king looked at Elara. You have changed. I have finally stopped pretending. The palace trembled. Lorien stepped between them. You should not be here!
The first king raised his hand. A black sphere appeared above his palm.
Inside it was a tiny golden light. Your first memory.
A vision appeared. A dark room before the world existed.
Elara stood inside the darkness. A little boy stood beside her. Kaelin and Adrian.
Oh my goodness, look at this enormous golden door! It's magical! I've never seen anything so beautiful! Let's open it! I choose everything.
Light exploded. The first world was born.
The
first king smiled. You created the universe. You were the first consciousness. I was the first thing you created. And I became afraid of you.
Alara's eyes began glowing. I understand why you did it, but I do not forgive you.
Black energy exploded from his body, and a massive wave of darkness rushed through the hall.
Kaelin blocked it.
Adrian reinforced his shield. Lorien created a golden barrier.
Alara raised one hand. The entire attack stopped. You were wrong. Violet, silver, and gold magic surrounded her. I have become complete.
The palace ceiling disappeared. Beyond it was an endless darkness filled with fading worlds. A massive shadow appeared behind the fading worlds. Two enormous eyes opened.
A voice older than creation echoed, "You chose existence. Now choose whether it deserves to continue." She realized controlling everything causes suffering. Trying is not enough.
You gave me a choice. Maybe the universe deserves the same.
Alara reached for Kaelin's hand. Trust everyone, even when they make mistakes.
The first king looked terrified. You will become mortal! You will forget everything!
Kaelin smiled through his tears then. "I will make you remember. I will find you." And then Alara raised both hands. A golden light appeared, then silver, then violet. Every world began glowing. She pulled the power of creation from herself.
The first king faded as his body turned into light, and the ancient palace began dissolving. Ragh.
Alara fell to her knees. Her eyes were no longer violet. They were simply human. Kaelin caught her. She smiled. A tear rolled down her cheek. "I think I am forgetting."
The universe went dark.
Alara opened her eyes. She stared at him for several seconds. She frowned.
I am sorry, do I know you?
No.
Chapter 20, Part 1. 3 years had passed. The world had changed. A young woman was living an ordinary life. Her name was Elara. She worked at a bakery. You are always so excited. Here, have some. Thank you, Elara. Sweet bread.
And every night she sat beside the window and watched the stars. She liked them.
One morning, carrying a tray of bread, she stopped. A strange feeling someone was watching her. Oh. Hello?
The time is now. We march.
He smiled, Alara. The tray almost slipped from her hands.
How do you know my name?
I know many things, Alara. Don't drop that tray.
My name is Kaelin. I have been looking for you for years.
Have we met, Tal? He smiled. Yes, a long time ago.
I made a promise to find you. To see if you were happy.
She hesitated, then stay, you can help at the bakery.
Okay.
That evening after the bakery closed, Alara and Kaelin sat outside. The stars were bright. Suddenly, a golden spark appeared in the sky. Then thousands of golden lights filled the night. Alara's breath caught. A faint golden mark appeared beneath her skin. A voice whispered, "I remember."
Everything returned all at once. Tears streamed down my face. Kaylin!
She smiled through her tears, and I remember Kaylin allowed himself to cry. He pulled her into his arms. For the first time, their love was not written by fate. They had chosen each other.
You always did have a soft spot for pastries, didn't you?
A cold wind swept through the village.
Every candle went out.
The bakery became completely dark.
A figure emerged from the darkness. Lorien. His golden armor was gone. I have come to warn you. You are in great danger.
The boundaries between realities are collapsing. The ground shook. A massive crack appeared across the road. Golden light poured from it.
A figure emerged. A young woman. Long silver hair, violet eyes. An alternate Ilara.
She looked at Kaylin, you are alive. Her eyes became cold, because in your world she won. You saved yourself in my world. You let it all perish. Ilara, I never meant for this to happen. I am so sorry.
Behind her, hundreds of figures began emerging. Warriors, mages, kings, different versions of people.
Ilara shook her head. I will respect your choice. Chapter 21, Part 1. She stepped forward. The alternate Ilara raised her hand. The entire army stopped. You want to talk? I had Kaylin. Her voice cracked. Then everything disappeared. He stayed behind to hold the final gate. Ilara's voice was gentle. Neither of us controlled what happened afterward. Because he is not mine to give, he chooses where he belongs. Kaelin took Ilara's hand I already chose, because she never tried to own me. The truth is always going to hurt, but I'm ready to face it. Ha! No turning back now. The largest fracture yet appeared. Darkness poured through it. Something is pulling the worlds together.
A giant eye appeared between the worlds. You chose freedom. Now you will learn its price.
Chapter 21, Part 2. The sky turned black. Cracks appeared showing other realities. Ilara saw a palace, another Kaelin, standing on its balcony. That is only what remains of it, a memory. The ancient being was gathering memories. Only one reality will survive. The strongest. Ilara, I need your help. We must save the memories of our lost worlds. I will help you. We will do this together. No more fighting. Lay down your arms. We can choose peace. What? The queen said.
To stand down.
Ilara raised her hands. Golden light spread, then silver, then violet. She connected the worlds. For a moment, the entire universe shared one memory. Millions of people saw what could have been.
Goodbye.
The cracks in the sky began closing, and the ancient eye grew smaller. The golden mark on Ilara's chest suddenly cracked. She fell. Her hands were turning transparent.
Kaylin grabbed her. No! You promised you would stay!
No, stay!
Her body continued fading.
Lorien's eyes widened. It is taking back the power. So I am becoming the creator again. A voice whispered, choose. Ilara opened her eyes. I choose neither. I will create something new. Ilara closed her eyes. The power of creation was rushing through her body. I will let them create it. I will give them the ability to create their own world.
The golden mark on her chest exploded with light. Every crack in the sky began glowing.
I give you the right to choose, the right to create, the right to overcome. The worlds began separating peacefully. Some worlds became stars, some faded completely.
The last fragment of creator power left her body. Elara collapsed.
Creation no longer has a creator.
Elara opened her eyes. Her eyes became ordinary, warm, human. A small black mark had appeared on her wrist. It pulsed once. Then a voice whispered.
Hello, Elara. Far away, a single black star opened its eyes.
A black line appeared across the sky. It divided the sky.
A young man, black hair, pale skin, dark eyes, stood in the air as if gravity did not exist.
A black symbol appeared beneath his skin. My name is Nox. I existed before creation. I want everything.
Kaelin immediately stepped forward. Nox smiled. When I take her soul, you will remember. A black image appeared showing the first time Kaelin met you. Your memory was changed by Kaelin. Chapter 21, Part 1. The village had fallen silent. Everyone was watching the two Elaras. They had the same face, the same eyes, but carried completely different kinds of pain. The alternate Elara stood at the front of the army. Behind her were hundreds of people gathered from different realities.
Stay behind me!
Stay behind her.
No. Elara smiled. You know what I am thinking? You want to talk her down. The alternate Elara raised her hand. The entire army stopped. You want to talk? You have everything. You have Kaelin. You have peace. I had all of that. Then everything disappeared. He stayed behind to hold the final gate. And I could not stop him because I was human. Do not worry, Your Majesty. It is not her fault.
Her expression softened. You sound exactly like him. My Kaelin.
I am sorry.
You should not apologize.
Give me your world. I cannot. Give it. No. Then what can you give me? Elara thought for a moment. The truth. We both made choices. We both gave up power. Neither of us controlled what happened afterward. I could have saved him if I had kept my power. This never should have happened. I promise I will not fail again.
Elara asked, would you have ruled them? Would you have forced every world to obey you?
The alternate Elara remained silent. Elara shook her head. I think we are the same. Give him to me, Elara. No. Because he is not mine to give, he chooses where he belongs. Kaelin took Elara's hand. I already chose, because she never tried to own me. He used to say that.
Then a loud crack split the sky. The largest fracture yet had appeared.
Darkness poured through it. The worlds aren't merging anymore. Something is pulling them together.
A giant eye appeared between the worlds. The ancient voice echoed. Elara!
You chose freedom, and now you will learn its price.
Chapter 21, Part 2. The sky turned. Black cracks appeared across the heavens.
Through them she saw a palace, another Kaelin. That is only what remains of it. They will collapse into one. Only one reality will survive. The strongest...
Elara turned toward the alternate Elara.
Help me save the memories! The alternate Elara lowered her weapon. We stopped fighting. The army slowly lowered their weapons.
Elara raised her hands. Golden light spread, then silver, then violet. She connected them for a moment. The entire universe shared one memory. The alternate Elara watched the memory of her Kaelin disappear, and she whispered goodbye. The cracks in the sky began closing, and the ancient eye grew smaller until it was gone. Finally, some peace and quiet.
The golden mark on Elara's chest suddenly cracked. She fell. Her hands were turning transparent.
Kaelin grabbed her. No, you promised you would stay.
I'm sorry!
No, don't go. Please, I need you. Her body continued fading.
Lorien's eyes widened. It is taking back the power. So I am becoming the creator again.
A voice whispered, "Choose." Elara opened her eyes. "I choose neither. I will create something new."
Chapter 22, Part 1. Elara closed her eyes. The power of creation was rushing through her eyes.
I will let them create it. I will give them the ability to create their own world.
The golden mark on her chest exploded with light. Every crack in the sky began glowing.
I give you the right to choose, the right to create, the right to overcome.
The worlds began separating peacefully. Some worlds became stars. Some faded completely.
The last fragment of creator power left her body. Elara collapsed.
Creation no longer has a creator.
She opened her eyes. Her eyes became ordinary, warm human. It's truly over.
What is that? A voice. It's whispering to me.
Hello, Elara. Far away, a single black star opened its eyes.
The sunrise spread across the mountains. The world woke without a prophecy.
Elara was human, now completely human. Her magic was gone, and yet the black mark remained.
Open. Now.
A black line appeared across the sky, and it divided the sky from horizon to horizon. Then the line opened. A cold wind swept across the valley. A figure slowly took the shape of a person, a young man, black hair, pale skin, dark eyes.
I stood in the air and smiled. You erased your memories, but you did not erase mine.
The stranger landed. Kaelin immediately moved between them.
A black symbol appeared beneath my skin. My name is Nox.
Lorien stepped backward. I know what that name means.
Nox looked toward the sky. I existed before creation. I was the first.
He looked at her wrist. That is my door. You created the conditions for me to return.
Nox answered simply. I want everything.
Kaelin stepped forward. "You cannot stop me." Nox smiled. "When I take her soul, you will remember."
A black image appeared, showing the first time Kaelin met you. Kaelin was looking at the darkness behind the door, and he was crying.
Nox answered, "Because your memory was changed by Kaelin."
Kaelin finally looked at her, his eyes filled with pain.
"Yes, I was afraid of losing you."
The first time you chose to become human, you did not choose me, you chose Adrian.
I don't believe you. It's true.
It chuckles. I guess I'm lucky I got a second chance then.
I think I'm in love with you, and you were my first choice.
First choice? What does that mean?
Alara froze as the black mark on her wrist suddenly burned, and she cried out.
The world is going completely dark as the young woman disappears into the void, leaving the night behind. Welcome back, creator. Alara opened her eyes. She was standing in darkness. There was no ground.
Kaelin, Adrian, no answer.
Adrian was standing there. He was wearing the white armor from the First Era.
This is not real. We are inside your first memory.
Nox showed you what he wanted you to see there. Adrian walked toward a distant light. The darkness slowly disappeared. A golden palace appeared. It was empty.
I do not want to choose.
My only choice is you.
Adrian was silent, then he said,
I choose the world.
She finally stepped toward the door. I choose existence.
The door opened, light flooded the palace, the universe was born. Kaelin was crying because I know what comes next.
You must not tell her. Do you understand, Kaelin? Yes, I understand, Your Highness. Your secret is safe.
The memory began breaking apart. Alara found herself standing in a vast white room.
Thousands of doors representing her lives. Every life was different, but they always found each other.
You promised Kaelin that no matter how many times you were reborn, you would always find him. Nox stepped from the shadows. His black eyes glowed.
The court trembles before you. You asked me to strike you down. This was before the cycles began.
Nox smiled. I promised you an ending. You were tired of being eternal.
The white room shattered. Alara screamed. A flood of memories entered her mind.
She had created Kaelin to teach herself how to love. Tears streamed down her face.
The darkness disappeared, and she was back in the village. Kaelin was standing in front of her.
Did I create you?
Yes. Every time you remembered, you tried to ruin yourself, so I erased your memories. I loved you because I chose to.
The first time I disobeyed you? That was the moment I became mine.
Alara's tears finally fell. She wiped her tears. For the first time, she understood.
Nox smiled. I was the choice you never wanted to make the choice to stop creating.
Chapter 23, Part 2. Alara stood completely still. Kaelin was right in front of her.
His face was pale. His eyes were filled with fear. He was afraid of her. Is it true? Did I create you?
Yes.
Alara closed her eyes. She remembered the Golden Palace, the first door. She had given him a soul, a name, a purpose, a heart.
And then he had looked at her not as a creator, but as a person.
Did you know? Yes, since the beginning. And you never told me then? Why did I not remember? Because every time you remembered, you tried to ruin yourself. You believed that if you created me, then my love for you was not real. Tell me, did you ever truly love me?
Kaelin Fuin.
Kaelin did not hesitate, yes. I loved you because I chose to.
I know how you feel. But you were created to love me.
That was my beginning, but it was not my choice.
Then when did it become your choice?
Forgive me. It was the very first time I disobeyed your command.
You need to leave me.
What's she doing in jail?
Please, just go. I'm already fading.
I told you. I'm not leaving you here, Kaelin.
Kaelin, don't! Please!
No.
You were my creator. I should have obeyed, but I did not.
That was the moment I became mine.
Alara stared at him, and you stayed every time.
Even when you hated me, even when you chose the prince, I stayed. I always stayed.
Because love isn't a trophy. It's not a reward. And being chosen doesn't mean you're worthy. Love just is. Love is a brave choice you make, even when you are not chosen.
Elara's tears finally fell. She wiped her tears. But if you were created by me, then... Are you really free?
How do you know? Because I can leave.
I could walk away. I could choose another life. Choose someone else entirely. I am not leaving you. I choose you.
Nox suddenly laughed. How touching.
Elara, you knew this would happen. Yes, because I wanted you to understand the difference between creation and love.
So you could finally defeat me.
You looked confused. I cannot be defeated by power.
You already know the answer. It is the power of choice.
Then how you already know choice?
Nox looked toward Kaelin. He was your first choice.
What do you mean?
You, Adrian. He was your second choice, wasn't he?
And I was the choice you never wanted to make. The choice to stop creating.
I remember the golden door. The infinite possibilities it offered. Nox represented the desire to start over forever. Elara looked at him. You are not the enemy. You are a choice to escape. Then I choose to stay. Nox's smile disappeared. You are certain. I do not want an endless life anymore. I want one life.
The black mark on Elara's wrist began to disappear slowly.
Nox's body began dissolving. Are you fading?
No, I am leaving.
Before disappearing, he looked at Kaylin. You were never her possession. The knight nodded. I know. Nox looked at Elara, and she was never your god.
Nox disappeared. The sky became clear. The black cracks vanished.
The prince lowered his weapon. Is it over?
Elara looked around.
Yes. Lorien laughed softly. You say that every time.
Elara smiled. Maybe this time, it is true. Elara, you are annoying! I created you that way. I'm just Elara, and this is my ordinary day.
Ah, what a beautiful day! Wait, what? Oh no! Look there! Danger is approaching from the mountains. Get ready!
He pointed toward the mountains. A single black star was still visible.
Lorien's face became pale.
But Nox left. Adrian shook his head. That is not Nox.
The black star suddenly stopped above the village. Then, it opened.
Inside it was a human eye. A voice echoed across the sky.
You finally remembered now. Let us talk about the first world you ruined.
Chapter 24, Part 1. The village was silent. Everyone stared at the black star.
You're alive? Is that really you?
A figure slowly appeared inside the black star. A young woman. She looked exactly like Elara, but her eyes were filled with hatred.
Well, that was quite the entrance. Now, shall we? She looked at Elara. She called me something once. The first daughter. Elara's face went pale. A memory struck her.
A beautiful ancient memory of a peaceful world made entirely of glowing silver trees.
You look just like a queen yourself, little one. One day, this whole universe will be yours to explore. Wow, it's beautiful. Elara remembered holding her. You are my first child.
Elara, listen closely. You cannot open the golden door.
I understand, Your Majesty. I won't. She contains the part of you that can love without control. She will replace you.
Elara, will you come play? Forgive me, my dear. Be well. Mother. Mother. No. Mother. I am so sorry. I never wanted to do this to you. I love you. The memory disappeared. Ilara opened her eyes. She was back in the village. The first daughter stood before her. Tears were running down her face. You ruined me. I do not deserve any forgiveness for my past. The first daughter pointed toward the sky, so now I will control yours. I will not fight you. You deserve to be angry. Ilara, you are not my enemy. You are my daughter. I do not know what to do. Ilara slowly extended her hand. You do not have to know. I will not control you.
I can't wait forever. Just a little more.
Their fingers touched. The black star above them suddenly shattered.
Thousands of other stars were appearing. Each one contained an eye.
The first daughter whispered,
Watch on.
I was not the only one who survived. Chapter 24, Part 2. The sky was filled with eyes, thousands of them. They are pieces I created when I was trying to understand myself. It was a bit of a mess, really.
One of the black stars descended. An old man covered in silver marks.
Another star descended. A young woman appeared. Another. A warrior. Each carried a different emotion. Fear, jealousy, love, grief, hope. I was wrong. I will not ask you to forgive me. But I can stop running. I will stay, even if you eliminate me.
Something's wrong. Prepare yourself. You are not welcome here.
The first daughter stepped backward.
It is the first creation you ever abandoned.
The black stars began disappearing one by one. The creations remained.
They built houses. They planted trees. They made roads.
One evening, Ilara sat beside the river. Kaelin sat beside her.
A tiny black mark appeared on the river. A black figure rose. You will meet the one who created you.